Okay.
Could you please start the role play conversation, Vanati? Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Vanati George. I am the registered nurse working in this outpatient clinic. How may I address you?
My name is Anju, sister.
Thank you, Ms. Anju, for your information. Please come in, be seated. What brings you today here?
Sister, I have a swelling in my neck. I noticed this since for past 3 months. You know, I am a cancer patient, so I am too much worried about that.
I am really sorry to hear about that. You are suffering from pain and some cancer. Could you please tell me in detail? It gives me a clear picture regarding about which type of cancer you are suffering from.
Okay, sister, it's
Hello?
a little bit annoying, but I'm suffering from skin cancer and I have pain and swelling in my neck area since 3 months.
I really apologize for the rough experience that you are suffering from skin cancer, but you don't worry, you are in the safe hand. Here, well qualified doctors and trained nurses are here to take care of you. Now, there is very advanced treatment are available to cure the cancer. So,
it
don't
sounds
be
good,
worried
sister.
much. Is that clear, Ms. Anju?
Yes, sister, it sounds
So,
good.
firstly, could you please tell me about your family members?
Sure, sister. I'm living with my husband and I have twins, boys.
So you are living with your family. Does your
Yes.
family members have any other medical illnesses?
Oh, no, only for me only.
Okay, only you are suffering from cancer in your family. Is that right?
Yes, sister, that's what I mentioned before.
Okay, Ms. Anju. Finally, whether do you have a habit of doing exercises regularly?
Oh, no, sister, because I mentioned I have twins and my husband is a supply chain manager. So he has a hectic work and a busy schedule. So in between, I can't.
So you are leading a sedentary lifestyle. Okay, Ms. Anju. So before proceeding into further, whether doctor has advised any investigations for you? Do you aware of that?
Sorry, sister, I'm not, I did not meet doctor for this condition. First time I am here for this lymph nodes, I mean this inflammation.
Okay, Ms. Sanju, I am glad to explain to you in detail. Your doctor advised for CT scan to know about the clear picture of the lymph nodes, especially in the part of neck region. CT is a computerized tomographic investigation which reveals whether this lymph node is spread to other particles also. It will give a clear picture to the doctors to carry out the correct diagnosis and to give appropriate treatment. Is that clear for you, Ms. Anju?
Is it painful, sister?
It's not painful. So there is a particular pre-op procedure is there to carry out the CT. So doctors, when doctor has suggested for you CT, they will explain to you in detail. So after the CT, the doctor can provide accurate treatment like chemotherapy or radiation therapy. Is that clear, Ms. Anju?
Oh, okay, sister, that's fine.
So chemotherapy is a procedure where the doctors can give to reduce the spread of cancerous cells from one part to another region, and it may give the doctor may provide in the form of intravenous or in the form of tablets. This chemotherapy have minor side effects like nausea or vomiting and hair loss. So these are the procedures the doctors are going to carry out for you. I hope I have clarified all your doubts. Do you have any other concerns or queries?
No, sister, your explanation is sufficient. Thank you, sister.
I really appreciate that you have accepted all my concerns. Now I will provide the brochure. You can go through this brochure contains all the information regarding the chemotherapy. I wish you the speedy recovery. Thank you, Ms. Anju.
Thank you.
All right, well done. You have done a wonderful job, Vanati. Okay, let me give you the feedback first.
Thank you.
There are some areas of improvement as well, but I'll give you the feedback. Okay, now.
Okay.
There are some areas where you have excelled very well. Okay, I really appreciate. Okay, so one is you have showed great sympathy. Okay, using a range of reassuring and sympathetic phrases. I'm happy with that. That's a good one. Okay. All right. You were able to use connecting phrases very well. I'm amazed at the way that you have linked the phrases together. That's really good. And then there is another one. You have confirmed the details with the patient correctly and effectively. Okay, that's also good. I'm very happy with that. Okay, so great sympathy, and you have shown great care as well, towards the patient. So that's really good. Great connectivity, great way of confirming the details and so on. Okay, but there are some areas where you have to improve. Okay, so one is your speech rate. Your speech rate is really high. You speak
Okay.
at a very fast pace. Okay, you need to reduce the speech rate. You need to slow down. You need to slow down
Okay.
your speech. It's really important. Okay, and Anju might have experienced the same thing, isn't it, Anju?
Sorry, sir.
Did you experience the same thing? I mean, were you able to understand all her information, because she used to talk at a fast pace? Am I right? She
I
talked
got.
quickly.
She's very good in speaking, but I did not get a chance to ask what is CT. I haven't asked
Yes.
like that.
You should have done that. But yeah, another problem is that you have asked longer questions to the patients. No, it's strictly no. Okay, never ever ask longer questions to a non-healthcare professional such as the interlocutor. It's not good. You have asked longer questions to the patient, which is no. It's strictly no. Okay, you have to ask questions in short. Okay, don't ask longer questions. You have done the same thing, in many instances, unfortunately. So that's not good. Okay, and then the next thing
Okay.
is, when you have even answered, when you have responded to the patient, sometimes you have used longer sentences as well. All right, it's not just only the questions, but also the answers that you have provided were very long. You have to cut them down. Okay, it is definitely important to use a range of sentence structures, of course, such as simple, complex, and compound, but it doesn't mean that you can use very long sentences with over 20 words or so on. It's not good. Okay. All right, the next one is, okay, regarding, about. Well, both of them are the same. I don't know why you have used both of them. Use either, please. For example,
Okay.
I would like to know regarding your family. Okay, so that's one way. Otherwise, you can say, I would like to know about your family. That is also fine. But don't say, I would like to know regarding about your family. That's wrong, isn't it? That's not good. And then you said, okay, you said, I am the registered nurse. Okay, what you should have done is, you should say, because you are introducing for the first time, so you should say, I am a registered nurse. Otherwise, if you want to use it in the plural now, then you can say, I am one of the registered nurses. There, it's okay.
Sir, in outpatient clinic, 1 or 2 nurses only now will be there. Sir,
Then
in
you
that
can
meaning,
use,
I said I am the
I am a registered nurse, not
I am
the.
a registered. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
And then your introduction part was awesome. So you were able to understand Your introduction part in the role play was well organized according to the situation. So it reflected, exactly what the setting was. Okay, so it was well organized and reflected the setting, okay, clearly. So you didn't ask so many things, okay, in the beginning. You didn't say so many details about yourself. So that's good. I'm happy with that. And then you said about that, okay, and then you said something else. Okay, so what
Okay.
you should have done is you should have mentioned about and then the question. So don't say about that family background. That's wrong. So that's what you have used. I was not able to write it down,
Okay.
but when I upload this video you should be able to understand that. And then the next one
I
is
will rectify, sir.
whether do you have any blah 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 blah. Okay, this is wrong. What you should have done is you should simply ask, do you have? Do
Okay,
you
sir.
have? That's it. You don't need to use whether. Okay. Otherwise, there's an example. I'll tell you. I'd like to know whether you have. I'd like to know whether you are a smoker or not. Okay, that's good. That is where we use whether. All right. So, for example, do you have any smoking habit? You don't need to say whether do you have any smoking habit. That is wrong. Okay,
Okay, sir.
understand that, please. And then the next one is, do you aware of that? That's wrong. No, no way. Are you aware of that?
Okay, sir.
Yes. Okay. Are you aware of that? All right. Not do you aware of that. I think Anju has also committed the same mistake, I believe, in the last one. And then you said, okay, longer sentences need to be avoided. Again, in this section, okay, I think in the
Okay,
middle you
sir.
have committed longer sentences, need to be avoided.
Okay, sir.
And then the next thing is, okay, please slow down your speech. Again, in the end,
Okay,
you
sir.
have committed
Sure.
the same mistake, okay? So it's not good. Try to speak using less sentences at once. The issue is that you have talked about so many sentences at once. Okay, you have used, I think, more than 5, or you have used more than 5 or 6 sentences at once, which is not good. You have to speak, usually you should be able to speak about 3 to 4 sentences at once. Okay, when you have to explain a lot of things and so on, but try not to go beyond 4 sentences. Okay, try not to
Okay.
go through
Okay,
that.
sir.
For majority of the questions you can simply respond using maybe 1 or 2 sentences, but for some sentences you have to be bit elaborative. Okay, so you have to elaborate using 4 strategies I taught you, right? So one of them needs to be picked up accordingly and then applied. Okay, what else?
Okay, sir.
You have committed some kinds of false starts when you said pre-op, and then you said something like this, procedures.
Actually, it was post-op, sir.
Yeah.
I told wrong, so
Pre-op.
I
Okay.
just stopped.
Now that's okay. See, they're not going to check the technical details of your conversation. Okay, and don't use
Okay.
what abbreviations in your answer.
Okay, sir.
You should use pre-operative or post-operative. Okay, don't get stuck or don't get nervous if you have used some technical terms inappropriately or incorrectly. It is okay. It is still all right. If you know that and if you feel that you can correct them, do it. If you can't, it's okay. Still, it is all right. Okay, do you understand? They are not going to, this is not a technical examination. Understand that this is not like a NCLEX or anything else. No, this is an English language test. Okay, they would like you to use your English to communicate in a medical setting. That's it. Very simple. All right, so they are going to check your English communication skills rather than the medical knowledge. Okay, got it. Let's go to the next one. So doctor when doctor. So you have again committed doctor when doctor. So that's a false start. Okay, that can be removed. False starts can be avoided. Okay, please. All right, the next one is that clear? Okay, so the way you have got the confirmation from the patient is good, but sometimes you have repeated this phrase. So this phrase was used over, okay, over and over.
Okay, sir.
So repeated this
Okay,
phrase. Okay, cut down. Use maybe something else. All right. Are you happy with that, or do you understand that, or did you understand that? Is it okay with you? Try to use those kinds of things. Okay. And apart from that, you have done a wonderful job. Okay. Let me give you the expected score. But before then, okay. Grammar was good in most part of the role play conversation. But the problem is longer sentences and longer questions. Okay. You have committed, you have committed less background noises and false starts. So I'm very happy with that. Okay, so that's good. You were able to pronounce most of the words correctly. Okay, I'm happy with that as well. You were able to organize, you are able to take the leadership role and organize the whole role play conversation very well. Good. I'm very happy with that. So that's good. All right. You sounded like a real registered nurse. So I'm very happy with that. Okay. All right. What else? Vocabulary is good. I'm happy with that. Vocabulary is all right. Okay. You have taken connectivity is good. Yeah. All right. Let me go through the mistakes that you have committed and then I'll provide you the feedback on your score. Okay, so you have showed great sympathy. So those things are okay. Speech rate should have been reduced, okay? Because under sharing the information with the patient, you may get less score, okay? So though you were able to share the information using connecting phrases, the speech rate may hinder the information from being clearly conveyed, okay? So you could improve the way to share the information with the patient. Okay, you could have done that. All right, getting the information was all right. I'm happy with that. Okay, let's see. So mistake number 7 is not good. Okay, and then you have used longer sentences, which is not good. Longer questions is not good. So those are the areas where you have to focus on. And your introduction paragraph was all right about that. Whether you haven't committed so many grammatical mistakes, so that's all right. That's fine. According to me, this sounds. Just give me 1 minute. So to me, this sounds like it's okay. It's really close to 350. Okay, according to me, but a few things have prevented you from achieving 350. To me, this sounds like a 340 out of 500 grade role play conversation. Okay, it was really awesome, but you have committed a couple of problems. For example, the way you have talked at a fast pace is not good. Okay, the way you have asked longer questions and then longer sentences and so on is not good. Inappropriate use of prepositions are not good. Okay, you have got confusions over there. And do you aware of that? And those kinds of simple mistakes. So apart from that, it was really good. Okay, so if you could have rectified a few of the mistakes, I think this would have been definitely be able to get you at least 350. Okay.
Okay, sir.
All right. Are you happy with my assessment, Vanati?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I will correct my mistakes.
Yeah. Okay. Anju, what's your feedback about her communication skills? Anju, are you there?
Yes, sir. Sorry, I muted that.
Yeah. So
she's very. She will get B grade, of course.
I think so. Yeah. That's what I feel.